Hello and welcome back. It's been a few weeks since I was up here last. I'm trying to continue this. And let's get back to cutting up these trees here. Hopefully I can get to them before the borers get too much into them. So I got the chain right there and the backhoe. So once we have this one cut off, cut to length, I'll drag it out. And the top, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It gets pretty twisty up there. So I'm not sure how much lumber I can get out of that, but time will tell. And then this one here, you can see the borers have gotten to all that hairy looking wood. That's the debris that the borers have forced out of the tree as they're eating their way through. So that one's going to be full of holes, but still, we'll see what I can do with it. So let's get back to it. Alright, so something that I'm doing and is a potential hazard, which I'm stopping right now, is you can see I'm cutting in between these two logs. This log here crosses this one, and as I go up and continue to limb, there is the potential that this could, there is the potential that one of them could shift and crush me between the two logs. So it's getting to a point that that's a real possibility. So what I'll do is I'll move to the outside of the log, and then if anything moves, I'll be out of harm's way, and I will continue with these last few limbs on this tree, and then I'll cut the two of them to length and drag them out. Hopefully the backhoe has enough oomph to do it. I got a little complacent with my cutting, and this log here is settled down and pinched the saw. So now I have to get that out of the tree. So let me be back after I go grab some wedges, and we'll see what we can do with it. All right, so I'm back. Got a wedge. So this one here, it does have these little out. It's not a double smooth. It has these hooks on it, and the idea behind those are, as you hammer into the tree, the weight of the tree puts pressure, and those will dig in and prevent the wedge from coming out. How well do they work? Are they necessary? You be the judge. There's all different kinds of wedges that people have been using for years. It's just what the store had when I went to buy them. So, not saying it's the cat's meow, but it is a wedge. So, see if we can get this saw out. Not that way. And for those who are saying that I should have a bigger saw to do this, well, you're right, and I do have one. It's just hooked up to my sawmill right now. I'm going to put that up there so it won't keep getting hit with the axe. Yeah, that tip is grabbed really well. Isn't that magical? My axe broke. Okay. All right. So because I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to walk all the way down and get my larger saw and then have to take my I don't want to have to take my sawmill apart, and because I have the backhoe here, and because this tree is on this pile of logs right here, I'm thinking that I might be able to take the back bucket, push on the end of that log, and using the log pile as a seesaw to allow this to open up and get the saw out. So we'll try that. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then it's back to the sawmill option. So I'll put you guys over here, and then just shout out if that saw comes loose. Let me know, okay? Alright, thanks for yelling, I heard you. So we got the saw out. So that worked well. The wedge is still stuck. And almost through the tree. Almost through that one too. So I'll go around the other side and cut that. And then hopefully I'll be able to reach the rest of this one. Hang on. So you guys are on this log, so hopefully you don't go flying too bad. Find out. Hang on tight, put your hard hat on. Alright, so there's both logs cut. Well, they're not as exactly small, and it was all my little saw wanted to do. You can see how easily this bark peels because the borers are in it. And if I can get the bark off, that should stop them from destroying the log anymore. So what I want to do with these logs, the big long ones, is I would like to create semi-structural beams. The way the house is going to be constructed, they won't really be necessary, so they'll be more decorative than anything else, but they will help hold the walls from spreading apart. But they're not going to be holding any weight down. So if there's a few borers in them, it's not the end of the world. It'll add character to the beams. But obviously I don't want them too full of them and you know, be destroyed. The smaller pieces I will be like I said, trying to make shingles for the house. So let me change over the battery, hook up this log to the backhoe. You can see I have the chain on it. And we'll see if we can drag it out into the field. And then we'll move the chain over to this log here, and we'll see if we can do that too. Alright, so hang in there and we'll see what we can do. Alright, so I had mentioned that the borers had gotten into the tree. So this hole right here, this one right here, those are borer holes. All this is wood that they pulled out, so it's wood that they've excavated, and it's their poop as well. But this is what it does. So basically the bark is no longer attached. Here's some right here. I don't know if you can see that. There's one of them right there. There's another little one there. We'll pull the bark off. Oh, there's another one. We'll let the birds have them. Okay, so remember in the last one I said I wasn't doing more bucket camps until I got some stronger magnets. So I grabbed two of these mounts. The GoPro 10 is screwed to one of them, and then I have two GoPro 5 Sessions. That's what these little cubes are. They're GoPro 5. I got them for to record my daughter's wedding, and So I have another mount right here that holds those. So I'll put this one because it's lighter and more compact, so it shouldn't have as much leverage to pull itself off the bucket. I'll put that one out by the bucket and hopefully we'll get some good footage. Put that down to give you a top view of the levers. So, be able to pull that log out to the point where I think I can grab it with just the thumb in the bucket. So we'll try that. We can do it without tearing the welds up on the thumb. Help get the bark off the tree, because I'm sure with the way the other one was, that there are borers in that too. So I said I was going to leave you there, but alright, so you can see that as I close the bucket, it wants to twist the log. So see if we can move it out and get it so that the backhoe is sort of trying to pull it straight. Part of the problem I'm running into is the bucket itself is hitting that stump. So I'll see if I can push that stump out. Gentle procedure. So that's pretty much it for today, I think. Back's kind of flaring up from all the uneven walking through the woods. You know, it will take a while to get things done because of my back. And I understand that, but you know, I'm not paying anyone to do it. So if it takes me a week, it takes me a week. If it takes me a month, it takes me a month. What you see is what you get on the channel. I'm not gonna create any drama. But if drama happens, then you know, like the saw stuck in the log, then it happens, and you'll see it. There are things that I do that I'm not able to film, so you won't see my entire life. The locksmith I work at 1 day a week has a shop, and I'll film what I do if the customer doesn't stay. There's another locksmith that I work for who had his hip replaced, and so I'm covering all his calls during the week, and I can't record that work. Basically that's going out in the field and taking care of customers' homes, so you won't see any of that work, though it does happen. So until next time, God bless. If anyone enjoys watching tree work, this shirt here, it's a monkey beaver. It is the creation, as far as I know, of an arborist named August Hunnicky. He's also on YouTube, so if you enjoy watching tree work, large trees, he's out in Washington State, so he's doing some massive trees. He also does dead trees that personally I think are kind of scary and don't know that I would do, but he's been doing tree work for many years, and he's at the point where he's comfortable, and you know, So he does what he's comfortable with. So I would recommend checking out August Haneke on YouTube if you enjoy tree work.